The shot chart for New Orleans.
Tremendous night. He's been efficient. Offense, and it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
They double him with Shumpert, stolen by Exum. It's deflected.
I watched it. Wow.
Here is Boomer. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Pass to Siakam. New York moving it around. And it's blocked.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
And Exum comes to help to the inside. A second chance effort. It's rebounded by New York. Baines has got his fourth rebound in this one. Now here's Exum. He's tightly guarded. Here's Shumpert. And the Knicks miss again. The Pelicans have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Offensive rebound. Hammond's shot is off.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Got it. Nice one there from Exum.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Man, showing some terrific range.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
And Shumpert kicks to Siakam. Shumpert a screen on Redick. Here's Siakam. The shot misses. Great D that time from Redick.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The Knicks shooting around 40% from the floor here. Over to the left wing. Harlow. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. The shot's good from Papadopoulos.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Doris, back in college, you earned a master's in education. How close were you to pursuing that path versus veering into becoming an analyst for basketball?
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, I always felt like I would be a high school teacher and a basketball coach. And someday maybe I'll coach a boys high school basketball team. Very close, Kevin. I happened into broadcasting. I left coaching at Providence College. They put their women's basketball games on radio. And that was my entree into the business. And slowly but surely, it grew every year.
But still educating still, right? I mean, don't you feel there's a part of education to being an analyst?
Oh, there's no question about it. You are.
Beat his ass.
We're trying to help that viewer to be as close to the action as we are fortunate enough to be. And sure, just describing what's going on. It's a lot of fun.
You are a PhD in broadcasting. The Knicks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
You're just assuming at this point every shot he takes, it's going to go in. What a shooting performance. I love to see them pound it inside like that, not settling for the perimeter shot.
The Knicks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And really deep through that time. They've shared the...
You know, when I came home, I just went through all to see which one I like. I went through a lot of, and I had marked them all down, so when I woke up, I would use them all to see which one I shoot the best with. I said, the first one, trips I had. I believe the second one was only good when I come down quick. Like if I catch so bad, but I come down and stop, this is too fast. I just got to run out quick. So I was like, okay, I don't know if you put this, it's a good off dribble. So I changed the name to good off dribble. And third team charge. This bitch ready to
load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And that's 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
You know, you can tell the three-point shot is something that Melo has developed over his course of time in the league.
New York's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Out left to the wing. To the middle. Here's Porzingis in for his 7th make in 13 tries.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And once more, he gets it. Another bucket from Papadopoulos.
Always a threat. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
Down low, Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
I love the fact that Ntilikina is skilled at being a ball mover. He's got a pass-first mentality, and that's winning basketball.
Here's Papadopoulos. And another three for New Orleans. The Knicks shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Ntilikina. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And that one's good, Anthony.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Taken away. Here's Ntilikina. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Yeah, Ntilikina there attacking the rim. An explosive long guard who can get to the rack with the best of them.
That's good from Papadopoulos. New York shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Anthony against Ashik. Anthony, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Shoots. And Carmelo Anthony again. Anthony's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Another triple from Papadopoulos. Here's Ntilikina. He's got 5. Outside Anthony. Rebound by Papadopoulos.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Ntilikina. The hand on it. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. John Rondo checked in for Boomer. Towards the New Orleans Pelicans, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up.
Hey, Kevin, fast start. Already have a double-double in the first half. So do you think the defense is going to start to focus on you more in the second?
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change. He's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Hardaway Jr. and Melo are the wings. Porzingis and Hernan Gomez are together down low. And it's Ntilikina in at the...
She's already coming out and shit.
Point guard position. Inside. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, you feel helpless as a defender because Melo is in such a zone. You can double-team him, throw your best defender at him. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't like that, and then just twist my hair too.
Papadopoulos. Knicks with the rebound. And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, you have to commend Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond the world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities, and a lot of charity work for Melo. It's just nice to see the maturation process play out.
And the nice replay of the long-range three-pointer courtesy of Under Armour. The Unleash Chaos moment.
Boy, what a cold start to the second half for them. Just 1 for 4 from the field so far.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Anthony. A step-back shot here. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Tough start to the second half. Just 1 for 5. Wow.
He dialed that one up from long distance. Boomer's got 12 points in just the second half.
80% shooting to start the third. 4 for 5.
Kicks it to Carmelo. They set the pick to stop the run. Ntilikina gets the bucket. Ntilikina's got 10 points.
Yeah, sets the screen. You see Willie with the strong base and the toughness to hold his position.
Papadopoulos. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Out to the right wing. Here's Ntilikina. From outside, off the mark.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The 3 from Anthony. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Papadopoulos sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
All night. He just won't let up.
The Knicks have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Doubled by Howard. Porzingis kicks to Hernan Gomez. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Hernan Gomez has got his 2nd basket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. They get a hand on it. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Papadopoulos. And again, New Orleans with the triple. And so it's New York with it. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. From deep. The Knicks pull it in. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Ntilikina, he possesses that unselfishness that really allows his guys to play their best basketball. You got to love his approach.
Some changes for New Orleans. Hammonds, he's checked in for Howard. And McDermott's subbed in for Omer Asha. And a new group in for the Knicks. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Pascal Siakam comes in for Porzingis. Shumpert is checked in for Anthony. And it's Exum in for Tim Hardaway Jr. There's the pick. Here's Siakam. No good on that one. And New Orleans will come the other way. Here's Papadopoulos. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly. The defense starting to look helpless at this point.
to the inside, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
I tell you, Ntilikina does not have any problem breaking down the defense, especially in that pick and roll where he's able to thread that pocket pass. Brilliant.
Bangs home the trifecta. And the Knicks with possession here. Pass to Siakam. Now here's Exum, covered by Papadopoulos. Got it. Nice one there from Exum. Exum's got 8 points.
Well, you like that Dante Exum maintains his focus on the way to the rim. This guy fights his way and gets hit.
And another 3 for New Orleans. The Knicks have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. McDermott with a steal. From deep three-point range, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
I mean, he hit that shot from the next town over, Kev. What a shot.
Now, here's Exum. He's guarded close, shrugs off the contact, and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
The Knicks have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Nor is something that's become popular, debating whether a player is a star or a superstar. To you, what's the major difference between those two thoughts?
To me, the biggest difference between star and superstar are those guys who are willing to absorb the label on a night-by-night basis and a moment-by-moment basis. You can't disappear when the stakes get high. You can't disappear on a February night in the middle of the grind pre-All-Star break. Greatness requires you to come with it every single night.
And they don't care about the conversation about them. They're bulletproof in some ways, very thick-skinned.
Very Kobe-like attribute you just referenced.
Very good comparison. The pass to Siakam. Back to Exum. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
No good from Papadopoulos. New York's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. From 17 feet out, and they pick up 2.
Well, Dante Exum doing a little bit of everything right now. Pretty pass.
From deep. No good from Papadopoulos. The Knicks shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Shumpert with it, now guarded by Redick. Siakam, good. Siakam's got his first basket of the night.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Outside, Redick. Pass to Papadopoulos. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. So it's the Knicks now. Exum kicks to Siakam. Out left to the wing. Here's Baines. 9 points in the game so far. 5 to shoot. They swipe it. Papadopoulos. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Knicks shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Here's Shumpert. Another shot. Rebound by Hammonds. Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half-court.
Exum with it. He's got 10. Pass to Siakam. Doubled by Papadopoulos. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at New Orleans. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Houston, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And I think for New Orleans, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And their job now is a simple one. Keep doing exactly what they've been doing and get themselves in the best position possible for the postseason.
Here's Siakam. Shot to stop the run. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot.
No, I'm just saying, everybody you do any of this
Or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Each Moore, he's checked in for Doug McDermott.
And J.J. Redick with the prototype when it comes to his release point on that jump shot. So quick off the catch. Always has his feet set and squared and ready to deliver that dagger.
They set the pick. Ripped away. Here is Boomer. Non-stop scoring machine here. Bangs home the trifecta. New York's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Hey, Greg, with Redick, that great shooting form he has is one of the reasons his game has aged so well.
And a lot of people wondered if Redick would be able to last in the NBA when he was drafted. Might have one of the longest careers of that draft class. Just keeps producing at any age.
The shot's good from Papadopoulos. 1:51 left in the third quarter. To the left wing. New York moving the ball around. Baines dishes to Shumpert. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Redick. Here's Baines. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hammonds got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Exum kicks to Shumpert. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 6 assists here tonight.
Oh, you love to see Shumpert get down and dirty underneath, finding ways to score inside. Such a scrappy player.
Here's Barlow. Here's Siakam. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. Pelicans, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Knicks. Hardaway comes in for Shumpert.
And what a competitor. I mean, he's been looking for a shot all game long. He shouldered almost the entire load for them offensively.
No good from Papadopoulos. The Knicks shooting in the second half so far about 45%. To the paint and stolen by Howard. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Boomer. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Kick out to Moore. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
And so it's New Orleans, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
I'm telling you, it's all about learning.
Changes for New Orleans. Hammonds, he's checked in for Rush. McDermott comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Boomer in for Hazanya. New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Rajon Rondo is out there with Etuan Moore. Then it's McDermott. Then it's Hammonds. And it's Papadopoulos in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And it's in there. And 12 points for Dante Exum.
Well, you love how Dante Exum gets inside. He's got terrific touch close.
Here's Papadopoulos, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
You always got to D up on the perimeter. When you don't, this is what happens.
Exum kicks to Hernan Gomez. It's over McDermott, and the shot falls short this time. Here's Papadopoulos. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one. Doris coach Popovich down in San Antonio once said that a female NBA coach is going to happen. How much longer do you think it'll take for that to happen?
Well, I'm so grateful to Greg Popovich for getting the process that has to be part of the equation started, right? He hires Becky Hammon as the first full-time assistant in the NBA. Just like I would like to see doors open on the general manager side and let somebody start in the personnel aspect. Doors have to open before we can walk through them. It will take some time because you've got to pay your dues now as an assistant coach, but at least the process has started, and I'm so grateful to the Spurs and Pop for getting it started.
And to be quite honest, as a broadcaster, you're a pioneer from that end of it. We know that there's a lot of quality thought, male or female. You've represented females, women very well with what you do.
I've been very lucky, Kevin, and thankful for the opportunity, certainly.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Boomer.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. There's a minute left to play here in the 4th. Pass to Siakam. Right side jumper. And the pass to Siakam. Screen by Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Pulls it up. Another shot. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's an example of the release point being so high, the defender has no options. You just don't see that many players. Porzingis' size, 7'2", 7'3", who can stroke the jumper the way he can. You know, I think when you look at what Porzingis can do on the offensive end of the floor, you see why he is so dangerous, right? He's got a great perimeter shot. He's got unbelievable size and a great release point. And he has good control over the basketball, can put it on the deck and create for himself or his teammates. That's a lot to offer.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Siakam. Shot off the screen and off the front iron, and in it goes.
Well, there is clearly a size mismatch, and from the mid-range, there's no way that shot's going to be blocked.
No good from Papadopoulos. Now, here's Exum. He's covered by Rondo. Anthony left side. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen. Just what a performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciate it. They saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Ovrl, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
DJ, great game.
Thanks, Char. Am I blowing up?
Oh, you're trending. Oh, hey, we need to go do an interview with the guys in the studio. Let's go.
Let's get it, man.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to catch up with our special postgame guest.
Hey, this is Shaq.
And thank you for... So funny.
Dang it. Dang it, man. I keep thinking that square. I got that. Oh my God, that was... Oh my God. I did nothing at all.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for New Orleans, they come into every game with confidence, and this game is no different. Two elite teams putting each other to the test. A lot on the line in this one. And what a shootout we're going to have tonight, a battle of offensive juggernauts. Shaq, what are some things these teams can do to try to gain an advantage?
Well, you got to impose your style of play as early as possible. You got to be versatile in the ways you score. You're just going to go out and do what you do.
Well, that's just saying be aggressive, Ernie. That's it. Aggressive is the most undervalued and then at the same time overused statement. But aggressiveness means getting done what you want to get done. That's what you have to do. That's when you're aggressive.
Shaq, did you understand what he just said?
I sure did not.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Shoot the J. Moving on to number 3. Wow. Interception. Oh! Takes flight for the highlight jam. Take another look at this the first time.
At power forward,
Dario Saric.
It's the 76ers coming in from out of town in this one. An interconference game today. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And, of course, the big news, Joel Embiid out with the injury.
Well, when he got hurt in that last game, the hope was that it wouldn't be too serious. But we now know that's not the case. You really just wish him all the luck in the world in terms of his rehab.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the 76ers, Ben Simmons is out there with Dario Saric. And there's Fultz. Then there's Okafor. And it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Now here's Fultz. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Doesn't go for him. Great matchup tonight with two very offensive, strong teams going head-to-head. What are some of the best offenses you've ever seen, Clark, in NBA history?
Well, going back to my time, Kevin, in the early 80s, there was no better offensive team than the Lakers, and the Boston Celtics were not far behind. Both teams had versatile players, Hall of Fame players, shared the ball, smart players in terms of their IQ, and both were excellent fast-breaking teams. And in this day and age, I think the Warriors are as good as it gets offensively.
And a special thanks to Under Armour for the second look at the long-range three-pointer. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Beautiful. Doubled by Papadopoulos. Now Okafor. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Fultz. The shot off that time. Some solid defense there from Papadopoulos. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 6 points for Boomer.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
And the call will go against Boomer. That's his first foul. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Simmons. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Boy, what skill from Simmons. I mean, so adept at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
He rifled that one in from distance. And it's 9 points for Boomer.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Papadopoulos. Davis with the double team. Simmons passes to Saric. Shot clock at 5. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Ring shot on the way. Here's Okafor. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. Papadopoulos. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Now Simmons after the missed three from Papadopoulos. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Pelicans leading by 5. From deep. The long distance three is buried. Boomer's got 12.
Kevin, he's been flat out phenomenal, superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
Stolen by Ashik. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. From deep three-point range. Up again. Simmons pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Fultz. The 76ers with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The shot's good from Papadopoulos.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
Yeah, and Greg, this is a big game for both teams. I mean, they don't see each other often, and you know they both want to get a win in this one.
And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. He's got 18.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Papadopoulos. From deep three-point range. And again, New Orleans with the triple. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for New Orleans.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After the three-pointer from Papadopoulos. 4 on the clock. Here's Fultz. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
No good from Papadopoulos.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
That certainly was a deep one. I mean, maybe move in a little bit next time. There's no such thing as a 4-point line.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
And taking a look at some numbers from Markelle Fultz. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 10th in scoring. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. New Orleans leading by 15. Greg, from his one-and-done season at Kentucky, leading college basketball in block shots. We knew Anthony Davis could dominate defensively, but did you have any idea he'd be this good offensively?
None. I mean, with his length and athleticism, you knew he'd have an impact as a finisher. But the way his shooting has developed, it has been remarkable. Now, granted, this was a guy that at one point was recruited to play point guard coming out of high school, but he's playing more like a shooting guard with his skill set.
The shot's good from Papadopoulos.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Picked by Okafor. And here's Fultz. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. From about 16, that shot missing. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in the real zone.
And another hit. Shot made once more from Papadopoulos.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Some changes for New Orleans. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Etwan Moore comes in for Olynyk. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Omer Ashe. Philadelphia also making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Okafor. Robert Covington comes in for Saric. And McCaw is subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Now here's Simmons. And he also played a big role in their last game with Indiana. For a young player, Clark, it's adjusting to the speed of the NBA and the length of the schedule. So how do you power through that rookie wall? How do you survive that?
Well, there's no magic formula, Kevin. You just have to stay the course because it comes in different times for different players. For me, it was after about 60 games. I was a starter playing 34, 35 minutes a game. So it was a combination of fatigue and just getting used to 2.5 times more games than I had ever played in my career. So you fight through it, stay with your habits, stay with your preparation, and eventually you find your legs.
And here's Fultz after the three-pointer from Papadopoulos. Covington dishes to Simmons. Back to Covington. Launches a three. Frames it from beyond the arc. Covington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Anything you can do, I can do better. We got a little gamesmanship going on.
Yeah, a little mano-mano, back and forth. Guys going at each other, giving this game a little bit of edge and personality. I like it. And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
Here's Papadopoulos, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Boomer's got 36.
Kevin, he's been flat out phenomenal, superb, scintillating this quarter. He's carving them up, knocking down everything.
Fultz kicks to McCaw. He dishes it to Simmons. Got a hand on it. Here is Boomer. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Fultz kicks to McCaw. Covington wide open. He fires. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
No good from Papadopoulos. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now here's Fultz. He's got 6. High arcing shot, no good from Simmons.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
Drains the three-pointer.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Korkmaz. Charge is out there with Okafor. And it's Jared Bayless. And it's Luwawu in at the 2 spot. And the layup's good off the glass.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out. But it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Knicks was outstanding. Just an incredible number of points. And he got those points as he always does. Knocking down shots from beyond the arc. The stat line was filled. And the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when a player is that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Fultz, he's checked in for Jared Bayless. Here's Fultz. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
Yeah, and you know, it's important that Fultz continue to develop his in-between game because he knows when to pull up.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Sharch with the screen for Fultz. Pass to Korkmaz. They set the pick. Pick by Okafor. Dishes it to Sharch. His first shot coming late, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Fultz, no good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Now the dish to Okafor. Here's Luwawu. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pick by Okafor. Here's Fultz. A three-pointer off the mark.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and this came up short on the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
It's tipped. One-on-one fast break. Here's Papadopoulos. No good on the three. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Passes it to Luwawu. Looking to end the run. Buries it from three-point range. Luwawu's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Doubled by Papadopoulos. Here's Korkmaz. He had 13 points in the win against Indiana. Picked by Okafor. Luwawu, the pass to Okafor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Korkmaz, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
From beyond the arc, it's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Kevin, for a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
And Brett Brown, such a great fit in Philadelphia. He loves the town, loves the game, loves to coach. He says about the town, Clark, it reminds him of his hometown.
Well, that's nice to hear because he does embody a lot of the grit that you come to know and expect from Philadelphians. I mean, it reminds him of where he's from. He's faced the media through tough times. He's always candid and forthright. And he's coaching with a long lens, as he put it, building towards something great. And, man, I tell you, that passion and enthusiasm just oozes out of him, which is pretty cool to see.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Philadelphia's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Here's Luwawu, kept alive. Here is Boomer. Non-stop scoring machine here. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Screen by Sharch. Doubled by Papadopoulos. Fultz the pass to Korkmaz. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Fultz, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Oh, he launched that one from way outside. 63 points for Boomer.
Remember, he played the point guard position for most of high school, so Olenek has retained that vision.
Luwawu's shot is off. The Pelicans shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Papadopoulos. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And beginning to pull away. Really effective play calling halfway through this one.
Well, you know, you got to give them credit. I mean, they flipped the switch, and they're not looking back now.
Screen by Sharch. Okafor with no one around. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Papadopoulos, and another 3 for New Orleans.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And I tell you what, Greg, once he finds that rhythm, he's hard to guard. Shots come easy for him.
Trains the three-pointer.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
New Orleans getting another chance here. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of basketball. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Here's Fultz. He's got 11. And the call will go against Boomer. That's his third foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
McDermott's checked in for the Pelicans. Etuan Moore comes in for Kelly Olynyk. The 76ers also with a sub. Covington's checked in. Fultz, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Papadopoulos, and another three for New Orleans.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Fultz. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Fultz has got a pair of triples in the second now for the 76ers. Here's Papadopoulos, and another three for New Orleans.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. Doubled by Howard. Covington with it. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Shot clock at 3. Pelicans pull it in. Boomer's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. From deep, and another three for New Orleans.
Oh, beautiful looking shot. I mean, when you can hit it from that deep, wow.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. New Orleans on top, running away with it. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is...
Thank you, Kevin. Now your scoring has been big in the first half, but also rebounding has been huge. What's allowed you to have such an impact?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
And you know what, Greg? He's showing no signs of slowing down now. This game has been all him, and he's been a force.
They've got Anthony Davis. Boomer out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Omer Asher. And it's Howard in at the 5, down low. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
And the one thing that you gotta love about Markelle Fultz is his versatility. I mean, he's got the size, the passing and scoring ability to succeed at either guard position. He's almost Westbrookish.
Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Screen by Sharch. Here's Luwawu. And that one hits back iron. And you ask the scouts about Fultz, he has the complete game.
And you know, Kevin, he checks all the boxes. Athleticism, the size to play above the rim. And above all, I think the feel for the game is quite apparent when you watch him play.
Luwawu, the pass to Sharch. He kicks it to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Papadopoulos. Here's Simmons. Doubled by Papadopoulos. Stolen away. From deep three-point range. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. Dwight Howard. That's his first. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Now here's Fultz, defended by Papadopoulos. Davis with the double team. Luwawu, the pass to Fultz. In the corner, Simmons with it. Screen by Chillll. Shot to stop the run. No good from Simmons.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range. Extended out nicely and definitely bothered the shot. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Here's Fultz. The 76ers with another miss.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
And a special thanks to Under Armour for the second look at the long-range three-pointer. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Beautiful. New Orleans has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. No good from Papadopoulos. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Chillll. Olynyk is covering. The pass to Chillll. The feed to Simmons. Shoots over Ashik. The 76ers again can't hit it. Here is Boomer. Non-stop scoring machine here. Connects from three-point range.
Wow. What can you say?
76ers shooting poorly, just 35% so far. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. Picked by Okafor. Shot to stop the drought. No good from Simmons.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Picked by Okafor. Now here's Fultz. Guarded by Papadopoulos. Chillll against Davis. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Chillll. 14 points for Ben Simmons. From deep. No good from Papadopoulos. Fultz with the ball. Now defended by Papadopoulos. Rejected by Papadopoulos. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Here's Fultz. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. No good from Papadopoulos. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Luwawu, and it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
Here is Boomer from deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Here's Luwawu. And Clark, when you were growing up, was there one player in pro basketball you tried to emulate or model your game after?
I really didn't pattern my game after any particular player. I tried to piece and parcel from a lot of players. I love the gracefulness of Lou Alcindor, now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, when I first saw him back in the late 60s. At his size and the way he could move and his touch was impressive. And then as I became more of a forward in high school, you looked at guys like Magic Johnson, and I looked at Marcus Johnson out at UCLA. Dr. J was a versatile forward as well. George McGinnis. who ended up becoming a really good friend of mine as I got drafted by the Pacers. Those guys that were big and mobile and had ball skills and shooting skills and rebounded, those were guys that I tried to play like.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Hammonds, he's checked in for Howard. Beasley comes in for Anthony Davis. J.J. Redick's checked in for Olynyk. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Omer Ashe. Here is Boomer. Non-stop scoring machine here. Now Hole. And Simmons slams it in.
And really, Simmons makes it look elementary. It's simple. I mean, the way he attacks defenses from multiple angles is hard to deal with if you're defending.
Here's McCaw. Here's the floater. And Simmons with the layup. Simmons got 18 points.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
From deep. And he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Papadopoulos. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Screen by Saric. And Bayless kicks to Holmes. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Sweet little floater. Simmons got 20.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Papadopoulos. And again, New Orleans with the triple. The 76ers shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Kicks it to Saric. Got a piece of it. Feeds to Simmons. Now here's Bayless. He's covered by Rondo. Bayless's shot is off.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot. Just came up empty. You live with those.
The 76ers shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for New Orleans. Etuan Moore comes in for J.J. Redick. And the 76ers also making a change. Covington's checked in. Here's Papadopoulos. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Puts it up from 12. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Simmons got 10 points here in the second half. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Papadopoulos. And another three for New Orleans. And here is Bayless, looking for his first basket still in this one. Holmes, that's a screen. There's the pick. Launches it. Here's Simmons. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
What an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length extremely well when he's crashing the glass.
Papadopoulos. The quick look, no good that time. Philadelphia's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. There's 1:38 left in the third. Holmes, that's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McCaw, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
No good from Papadopoulos. Here's McCaw to the middle. Pelicans pull it in. Boomer's got rebound number 15 here tonight. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down.
Holmes, that's a screen. They set the pick. Pass to Covington. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 26.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
He rifled that one in from distance. The 76ers shooting 41% for the game. Top of the key, Bayless. Here's McCall to the inside. Here's Simmons. Lays it up off the glass. 28 points for him.
Boy, I tell you, he has been lights out. Sadly, they're still behind. He needs his guys to step up.
No good from Papadopoulos. For three, Covington drops in the tray. Covington's got 9.
And, you know, whenever Covington is squaring up like that, he's money. Just an exceptional shooter with range for days.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Pelicans ahead, opening up a huge gap. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans.
You had to show proof, and I was not. I knew that.
And we welcome you back as we do changes for Philadelphia. Sharch checked in for McCall. Ben Simmons comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Fultz in for Jared Bayless. Taking a look at the 76ers. Fultz is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. Then it's Dario Saric. And it's Simmons in at the small forward position. Pass to Covington. He feeds it to Simmons. Wide open look. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Presence of mind, the awareness, the alertness from Simmons there. Going up right away with the shot.
On deep. Saric grabs the board. 76ers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. Fultz dishes to Covington, doubled by Papadopoulos. Simmons, and Simmons is right there. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
The 76ers have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Here's Fultz. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Simmons passes to Saric. That one, no good. Great D that time from Rondo. Papadopoulos. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Saric just screen on Rondo. Holmes, that's a screen. Fultz kicks to Holmes. Down low, Olynyk with the steal. Outside Rondo. Pass to Papadopoulos. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the 76ers. Fultz dishes to Covington. And it's sent back by Papadopoulos. More and more we see coaches resting players to keep them from getting overworked. The benefits, Clark, are clear for the players, but is it something that is getting overused?
I don't know if overused is the right word, Kevin. I don't like to see it as much because I think there are other ways you can rest players. Games can be part of your strategy, but how about practice being more part of how you rest players? It got an awful lot of attention this past season, and for good reason. And I would think the coaches and players will adjust because it's not a good optics for your viewing public and your paying patrons to just arbitrarily do it. I understand it, but I think there's a balancing act that could be performed that would make it not appear as disruptive to the fans as it was this past season.
From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. The 76ers shooting 44% in the 4th. The offense with some ups and downs. Dishes to Covington, and they get it. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And that's really good use of the catch and shoot. Outstanding by Covington. He's a quick decision maker, and he usually makes his decision as the pass is being thrown to him as to what kind of shot he's going to get off.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th.
I think he started to get mad.
Screen by Sharge. Fultz kicks to Covington.
He was good. He was good. 16, 17.
Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting a shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
1:30 left in the 4th quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment team.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Boomer.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
They get the rebound. They need this. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside. Simmons got 34.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
And really deep through that time. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To the inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game, because this one is done. Over. Fine.
So we see New Orleans taking the W. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of the crowd that loved it.
Hey, this is Kenny. Not much to nitpick about your game, man. Plenty of points, plenty of rebounds. What was your mentality when you were down there battling on that block?
Kenny, my mentality is that there is no way anyone in the league can throw me off my game when I'm down near the basket. Now, if you were to create a Frankenstein of all the best skills, of all the best post players in the league, it would look a lot like me. You know, well, not as many, stitches or bows coming out my head, but you get the picture.
I get the picture. Yeah. I do. I like guys like you, man.
Yeah.
Good job, brother.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I'm a beast.
Yep. Fuck. I was watching niggas play that shit. I can't play that shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can't do that, bro. I might. You gotta, like, after you die, you gotta sit there and wait for everybody else to die.
Yo, listen, we gonna need a full media blitz on this.
Media blitz?
Come on, Ron, you know what I'm talking about.
I was
Blogs,
talking
live
about,
streams,
like, once you
developer
die,
diaries.
like, say
You know
you
what I'm
die,
saying?
you
You got a
gotta
drone
sit
in
there
that
and
back
wait.
pocket. I know you do. You ready?
I get the idea. We've done this a million times before. I don't know why we need any of that.
But not like this. Picture it, yo. This is a billboard with me on it at the free throw line. I'm sitting in the leather chair, maybe dark purple. We get Rihanna in a kimono.
Yeah,
we get rainbow syrup. We get butterfly glitter.
When is DJ
watching that shit so
We'll
long.
roll through in a minute, man. You text him?
Yeah, I text him.
Shoot. Anyway, I'm gonna be on a chandelier, just swinging left, right. We get the mariachi band. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why you need to be part of this cover campaign.
Man, you lucky you do.
Yo, Ronnie, did you just say cover?
DJ.
Yo,
what's
what's
up,
good, man?
You good?
DJ, we negotiating.
Nah,
right now.
hey, B.
We were negotiating.
You want me to be on the cover of 2K19?
Yeah, man.
Yo, that's crazy. That's why you came by?
Yeah. What did you think I was here for?
I thought you just came by to, like, take a selfie, maybe play some video games, put some shots up or something.
Actually, that's a great idea. Can we take a selfie?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Y'all can give me a boost?
Like
Am I in it? Get my good side?
I like
that. Hey, send me that, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, we wanted to get you on the cover of NBA 2K19. You definitely earned it. I already sent Brian the contract, so you should be good to go.
Okay.
But I also wanted to come check out your crib. It's sick, man. Kyrie told me a lot about it.
Hey, best part of this campaign, DJ, I'm gonna be part of it.
How long do you think you're gonna be on now?
I'm sorry about that. Hey, bro.
DJ.
Listen, B, walk with me. You can't be a part of this one.
Are you for real? Listen yourself, man. You listen. I was gonna have a Pegasus named Lenny.
I get off at 4:50.
I'm gonna let you guys work this out because I gotta get the wheels up. I gotta get to the airport.
All right, man.
You wanna roll?
Yeah. Let me walk you out. All right. Man, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. You deserve it. It's been a long time.
I don't even know if I work Sunday actually.
Yeah. Hey, man. Can I take another selfie now that she's not here?
I hope I work Sunday.
All right, man. Billy's here. I'll see you later.
All right, later, Ronnie.
See you.
Tell
Hey.
LT2K I
See you
said
later,
what's
B.
up. He owed me money. He owed me money. $2.53.
I don't know. Only reason I like playing 3 because I like 2 too, but I always like that 3 because we ain't gotta, if you lose the ball, you ain't gotta worry about it. On 2s, though, we really don't even miss that much. So it's just like, yeah. All right. Yeah, I died. Okay. Let me know, bro, when y'all, bro, I don't know, you might not even be on in the morning when I get home.
Oh, Mr. DJ, what time is it?
I don't know, man. I'm not.
I don't even know, you might not even be on in the
You
morning
received
when I
this
get
package,
home.
and I wanted to make
I
sure
don't
you
know
got
if I
it.
even get up either.
It's kind of weird, Spinelli, but you could have just left it on the door.
It looked important. I wanted to make sure it was hand-delivered.
Yeah.
It's a cell phone bill, man.
Well, maybe I wanted to make sure you were ready for the game.
Yeah. I'm always ready, Spin.
You always sleep till
Always
like
ready,
4,
baby.
5. Oh, I hit 90. I hit 91. I'm on 1.1 now. You got what?
Hey, DJ. I got the books ready
Putting
for you,
on
man.
my tattoos right now.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Alright, 23, bro. Hit me up if you y'all ain't if you down playing with us. You know before folks say. Alright.